Dear students, welcome to our online classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in Computer Science, GSIPU College, MYSURU. In my previous session, we have written 2 or 3 examples on flowcharts and I had stopped at programming constructs. So, what are programming constructs? Programming constructs are nothing but programming statement where we are writing by following the syntax of any particular language. There are 3 basic programming constructs. They are sequential programming construct, selection programming construct and iteration programming construct. Now let us discuss these things one by one. Let us start with sequential programming construct. Sequential programming construct. In this type of construct, the program statements are executed one after another in a sequence or in an order. And in this type of construct, there is no forward reference and there is no backward references. We represent this construct like this. This is statement 1 followed by statement 2 and next statement is 3 and it is exit. And this is entry and that is single entry statement. This is single entry. The meaning of this diagram is this statement has only one single entry, means you can enter at one point and you can come out in the same direction. So here first when it enters the statement 1, it executes statement 1 and immediately goes to statement 2 and after executing statement 2 it goes to statement 3 and goes on. After executing statement 3 it goes to some other statement. So this is in this sequential construct the statements are executing one after another in one order in a sequence, and second one is no forward reference or backward reference. The meaning is that immediately after executing one, at any point of time it cannot goes to statement number 3, that is it cannot jump from or it cannot skip this statement 2, it has to execute statement 2 then goes to statement 3 or execute statement 3. Similarly, it cannot go even backward, means after executing statement 3 it cannot go back to statement 2 or of statement 1. So this is not allowed. So this is sequential programming construct. So here these are all nothing but programming statements. In sequential construct we can come across following types of programming statements. The program statements can be input statement, assignment statement, next one is output statement. So what you have mentioned this diagram, S1, S2, S3 are nothing but statements. These statements can be any of these 3. Here what is input statement? Input statement are used to accept the values accept the values from input device. So what is input statement? And in a programming concept, we are using input statement to accept the values from the input device, maybe a keyboard. Generally, we are using the word input. Input, and here I can write A, B, C. Here A, B, C. These A, B, C are called variables. We refer it as variables, and these variables are nothing but memory locations, and these variables are used to store values. Input statement. What is input statement? Input statement is used to accept the values from input devices, standard input devices like keyboard, mouse, joystick, etc. Generally, we write input statement by using the word input, and they are followed by variables. Here, if you say A, B, C are called variables, and these variables are nothing but memory locations. And here, generally, we use this variable to store the values. In this example, input A, B, C means there are three variables. Here, this statement, it accepts values of A, values of B, and values of C respectively. So the user or the programmer supposed to enter three values. Similarly, suppose if I write here input X, this statement accept only one values. The programmer or the user has to enter only one value in order to process the data. And all of you know that we have to accept the values from the input device, computer process it, then it displays the result. So this is input statement. So in this programming construct, these statements are of type input, assignment, or output statement. This is input statement. Next one is assignment statement. This assignment statement are used to assign values to a variables are used to store values in a variable, and generally we are using equals to. This is called an assignment operator. Used to assign values to a particular variable. For example, I can write A equals to B. Equals to is an assignment operator. The meaning is that value of B will be assigned to A, or value of B will be stored in a variable A. So this is assignment statement. It can also be X equals to 10. This is also an example for assignment statement. The meaning is value 10 will be assigned to a variable X, and also be I equals to I plus 1. This is another type of assignment statement. The meaning of this statement is 1 will be added to existing value of variable I. For example, if I value is 5 at the beginning, because of the statement it is 5 plus 1, it is 6. Value 6 will be assigned to a variable I. So this is assignment statement. Next we look into that output statement. This statement is used to display the values of a variable on standard output device, like example monitor. Output statement is used to display the values of a variable on standard output devices. or in other words, this output statement is used to display the result on output devices like monitor. So the programmer or the user can see the result through output devices. So here generally we are using the terms display, write, print, output. For example, output A, B, C. The meaning of the statement is output A, B, C. The meaning is it's going to print value of A and value of B and value of C on monitor. Similarly, I can say display SI, simple interest. So the answer or the result simple interest is displayed on the standard output device like monitor. This is output statement. So students, what is sequential programming construct? Here all the statements in a program or in a construct will be executed in sequence one after another, and there is no forward reference, backward reference. And here, as I told you, these S1, S2, S3 are called statement. This can be any of these three statements. Input statement is used to accept the values of variables through standard input devices like keyboard, mouse, etc. And assignment statement is used to assign values to a variable or to store values in a variable by using an operator equals, that is assignment operator. Next, output statement is used to display or print the result on the monitor with the help of output statement. So this is about sequential programming construct. Next we move on to selection programming construct. Next type is selection programming construct. Selection programming construct. This is a type of construct where the programmer use this to take appropriate decision based on conditions. So here these statements are used to take decision. The programmer or the user will decide the flow of control or flow of programs based on the conditions. It is also called as conditional programming construct. The decision or selection are expressed in terms of conditions in a statement. And this selection programming construct, we have 5 types. This selection programming construct has the following 5 types of construct. There are 5 types of selection construct. They are: one is simple if construct. Second one is if else construct. Next one is if else if construct. Fourth one is nested if construct. Fifth one is multiple selection. Students, selection programming construct, it is used by a programmer or the user can take appropriate decision based on certain conditions. And here it is also known as conditional construct, and here the decision or selection are expressed in terms of condition. And here there are 5 types of selection construct. They are simple if construct, if else construct, if else if construct, nested if construct, and finally multiple selections. Now let us see these different types of construct with syntax and examples one by one. First one is simple if construct. Simple if construct, and this statement is used to take decision based on conditions. So what is simple if? Simple if statement are used to take decision based on condition. It is also known as one-way branching. One-way branching. Students, the syntax is like this. Syntax of the statement is if test condition, open this bracket, here statement or statements, and close this, and here statement 2. This is syntax of simple if selection statement, and the flowchart will be like this. Test condition, and you know that there are 2 possible answers for this decision rhombus. One is yes and one is no. One is true or false. If condition is true, it execute the statement 1, and this is statement 2. If it is no, it goes to the statement 2. This is a flowchart to represent simple if selection statement. Here syntax is if test condition. Here the condition will be given, and as all of you know that each test condition will be having 2 possible answers. One is yes and one is no. But students, this simple if, it considers only if it is true or if it is yes. If it is yes. If test condition is true, it executes the statement and execute next successive statement. Suppose in this example, if this test condition fails or if it is false, it skips this statement and goes to next condition here. So here only one-way branching. This is also known as one-way branching because it considers only one test result of one test condition, that is true. In this example, if test condition is true, it executes the statement, then it goes to next successive statement 2. In this one, we are not considering, in this simple if, we are not considering second part of it or no part of it or false part of it. We are considering only true part of it. That is why it is called as one-way branching. For example, if amount greater than 5,000, then we have to find the discount. Discount equals amount into 5 divided by 100, then closing this. If amount is greater than 5,000, discount is 5%. How do we represent 5%? With the formula 5 into amount divided by 100. So look at the syntax here. If test condition, in this example, this is a condition if amount is greater than 5,000. So here amount is a variable. Variables are used to store values. So here the user or the programmer is supposed to enter the values of amount here. So if the user input amount here, if it is greater than 5,000, condition will be true, it executes the statement or nothing but it finds the discount rate here. Suppose in this example, if the amount entered by the user is not greater than 5,000, for example, if the user enter amount as 2,000, condition 2,000 greater than 5,000, condition fails or it is false, it will not execute any statement here. So here we are not considering the false part of it or no part of it. So that is why it is called as one-way branching. If the amount is only greater than 5,000, it executes the statement or it finds the discount as per the formula. Next we move on to one more construct, that is if-else construct. If-else construct. If-else construct. The definition is that it is used to decide whether one set of statements to be executed or another set of statements meant to be executed based on the condition, and here it is also known as two-way branching. Students, here previous one simple if is called as one-way branching, but here this if-else construct it is also called as two-way branching, and here based on some condition it executes any one of the statement or any one set of statements. The syntax will be if test condition, here statement 1 and else statement 2. I am closing this. This is syntax of the if-else programming construct. Now the flowchart will be this is test condition. There are two possible answers, one is true and one is false. This is single input, and if condition is true, it executes statement 1, and if condition fails, it executes statement 2, then goes to next statement. So this is a flowchart to represent if-else construct. Students, as I told you the definition, if-else construct, it executes one set of statements based on the condition. For example, statement 1, it is one set of statement, statement 2 may be another set of statements. So if the condition is true, it executes these statements and it goes to next successive statement, In that case, it will ignore this statement, another set of statement. Similarly, if condition fails, it is false, then it executes another set of statement and goes to next successive statement by ignoring this statement or one set of statement. This is if else construct. Now look at the syntax. If test condition, if it is true, it execute if part or statement 1. Suppose if condition fails, it will skip this statement and goes to statement 2 or executing another set of statements. Example, if amount is greater than 5,000, this is the condition, and here discount equals to 5 multiplied by amount divided by 100, closing this, else discount equals 3 into amount divided by 100. I am closing this. Student, look at this example now. In this example, the amount is greater than 5,000. If condition is true, it finds out the discount at the rate of 5%. So, if amount is greater than 5,000, discount will be 5%. Suppose if this amount is less than 5,000, or if this test condition fails, it executes another set of statements. By ignoring this, it executes these statements by finding the discount at the rate of 3%. So, this is how this if-else statement works. I repeat, if-else construct, it is called as two-way branching statement, and here there might be two sets of statements. It executes the statements based on certain condition. If condition is true, it executes one set of statements. If condition fails, it executes another set of statements. This is a syntax, and look at the example here. If the programmer enters an amount, for example 7,000, if it's 7,000, so here 7,000 is greater than 5,000, condition is true, it executes this statement and it finds out the discount at 5%, then comes out of this. Similarly, if the user enters amount as 3,000, the 3,000 is greater than 5,000, condition fails. In that case, it will skip this and execute else part or this statement. So accordingly, it finds out a discount at 3%. So at any point of time, it executes only one set of statements. Please do remember, it will not execute both the statements. So this is if-else constructs. Students, let us continue with another construct in my next session. Thank you very much.